How's it going, guys? This is Rend.K and welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Zelda. Last time we managed to get ourselves the 6th piece of the Triforce. All we got left is this little square we need to fill out. And in the next part we're going to find out where the 7th dungeon is. One thing I forgot to mention in the last episode was after you collect the blue ring, Link's colors aren't the only thing that changes around him. There's also something else too. The shopkeeper also changes colors to blue as well. Now there's actually a technical reason for that, and that's because when designing the game, due to the limitations of developing back then, Link they had to cut down on how many colors they could have on screen at a time. So what to do to get past that was that the coding for Link's color scheme would be shared with other items in the game and other colors. For example, the colors of the shopkeepers. If you notice this on screen, you will notice that the bowstring and the arrow are also changed blue too. And well, I wouldn't call it a glitch or lazy. I mean, it had to use what they had back then. It was a different time back then, so that kind of stuff there is probably a bit more acceptable. But we did lose a bit of a potion here, and thank God for healthcare in Hyrule. Now, I don't really know where the next dungeon could be, but if you're close to paying attention, you may have picked up a slight clue as to where the dungeon is. But let's visit the fairy fountain there. Secrets where fairies don't live. That was what the old man said in the last dungeon there. But what do you mean by that? We have an empty lake here, and for some reason this guy is guarding it. Why would he guard an empty lake? Unless... what do you know? Off to a start here. This is Dungeon 7. I forgot the name of it. Oh, and I made a mistake with these enemies last time. They're not called land molars, they're called moldoms. But quite a simple mistake to make his way. But we will see land molars later on, and a key significant difference there. But in comparison, if land molars were centipedes, then I would say moldoms were millipedes. I would say a completely different enemy there for a second. And boy, this is a really dark room here. Can I push any blocks in here? I'm really curious to see. Nah, forget it, I'll just leave it. Hey, I haven't seen you guys around here. One thing I do remember this dungeon is that this is, for a late game dungeon, this is actually pretty easy. The enemies you fight here are really easy to deal with. In fact, there's no dark nuts, there's no whiz robes or anything like that. Most of the toughest enemies you'll fight is just those guys just fought there. But however, this dungeon does have a very confusing layout. There was actually a part one time I had to look up a guide for this dungeon, and that didn't really happen to me a lot when I last played this game. But dying this dungeon is very rare if you're very careful and have the right equipment. Surprised for having the best sword in the game, these guys still take a lot of hits. What you gotta say? There's a secret in the tip of the nose. I don't see a secret on my nose. Unless the secret's right under my nose the whole time. Yo! Ready for a banging tune? Stand still. Gotcha. Oh, he gave us bombs. How kind of him. Bit weird seeing Stalfos late in this dungeon. I mean, look how quickly they die. I'm destroying them right here. But that's pretty much the gimmick of this dungeon. Easy enemies, but a really confusing layout. As you can see, I still have no clue where... well, not where I'm meant to be going, but where the map is more like. I'm sure I went up here, did I not? Oh wait, a bit. I haven't seen this guy before. I know, tip of the nose, tip of the nose, tip of the nose, I get it. Alright, here we go. Right, we went through... Someone tells me there's a bomb we need to blow up here. We use ironic because we actually found this dungeon fairly quickly, and here we are, almost lost already. Light this place up. More money. Give me that. Oh, here we go. This would help us. Bombs are gonna be your best friend here. I think as we bought some, how kind the old man was, they give us an extra bigger bomb bag. Probably get a bigger bomb bag though, because these bombs aren't gonna last forever. Across the water, here we go. God, what's with all these fairies, man? I keep getting so many of them. Must have a really lucky save here. Because it is very random how much you get them. All based on algorithms and where you hit this enemy. 2 dig doggers, huh? I mean, dig dog was quite a good enemy in concept. Those Zelda bosses is just have obvious weak spots, but his dig dog is actually really unique as well. You have to actually explore the dungeon where you first fight him to actually learn how his weakness works. Up here, Grumble Grumble. Oh, you're gonna attack me? What do you want? Here, Snicker. Yep, so that was that food was for that whole time. That very food we bought ages ago. That was the intended purpose, just to let that guy through. And here we have the layout. This is the demon dungeon. I mean, I can see the resemblance. I mean, we're on its teeth. The eye is to the northwest of where this room is right now. And we actually see the nose. Maybe if we go for the tip of the nose, we can actually find out where we're meant to go. Interesting. It's pretty curious. See any other rooms we could find? Ooh, this could come in handy. Gimme, 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 gimme. I hate when the room still stays dark even after you just lit it. No, are you kidding me? I already went back in that room before. Oh no. Alright, stay still. Forget it. But I thought I might talk about how, for those who've played Zelda, how you guys first got into Zelda, or any series that takes inspiration from Zelda, whether it's the Jak and Daxter games, the Witcher games, Darksider or something, because for me, I remember playing it with my cousins, and he owned an N64, and I wanted one, but for Pokemon Stadium, but my folks knew that Pokemon Stadium can't be the only game I play on that console, so my brother knew a friend from school who had a bunch of old N64 cartridges because he decided to move on to play the PlayStation, and one of the games included was Mario 64 and Legend of Ocarina of Time. I was not really good at that game when I first played it. I couldn't even get past the third dungeon, but my brother's pal had a 100% save file, and I just played in that file just so I can explore everywhere in the game, travel between the past and the future, just to see where all the cool things I can get were. Ooh. Looks like that's a dead end there. I want to be careful with my bombs here. If I lose my bombs, I might have to end the episode, or at least edit it so that we get more progress. Wait, I think I know where to go. I think I know where to go. Oh wait, I know what I did wrong. I mistook the oh, come on. Yeah, so I mistook where the red dot was. That was supposed to be where the Triforce is, with my own cursor for some reason. We all make mistakes. And here we're at the end of the eye. Sit still. But yeah, that's pretty much how I got into Zelda, and then I played Wind Waker. Eventually, when I got a GameCube, ironically I got it for my 10th birthday, which is actually when how the game starts in that where it's quite ironic because like in that game you start off with Link having his birthday, only for his sister to be kidnapped. Still one of my all-time favourite games, which I would happy to let's play or even stream soon, given a chance. And here we have the red candle. The red candle works very similar to the blue candle, except instead of having one use per screen, you can use it as many times as you like. Observe. 1, 2, 3. The room is on fire! But yeah, that's all we have here to see of now. But I'm curious of where else I can go to next. There's a couple of rooms we missed out. Let's have a look at them. Right, so we've got the intended item. But someone's telling me I missed out a couple of rooms here. Yeah, for a not so dangerous dungeon, it's got a really complex layout. But gives a nice breather from having to deal with those pesky dark nuts and the Wizrobes too. Also, when I played this on my practice run in this game, this was a good place for me to grind up the rupees, which I needed for other purchases later on. For example, the dongles. I'll leave you for later. I want to see what's down here. What did I get there? I actually didn't get to see what I got. Hey, those are the things that caused my first game over. How nostalgic. Quite how far we come actually, looking back. Gives you a sense of nostalgia too when you see all these creatures here. I think I can just... I'll just go through here. I bet you'd like to have more bombs. Now we have 16 bombs to use. Excellent. Simply excellent. And this is also the final bomb upgrade we get, so the most amount of bombs you can hold is 16, which is coincidentally the same number of total hearts you can collect in this game. So once we collect, we collected every heart container in the overworld. We just need to collect the 2 more heart containers in the dungeons there. There's no heart container at the end, at the final dungeon, for obvious reasons, because what are you gonna do with another heart container after you save the land of Hyrule? Unless there's a post game, but fortunately there's no such thing as that. I can blow up this wall. Nope, not yet. Not yet. Up we go. Something tells me I could bomb that. I know the place I need to go to is to bomb. Do we go up here? Man, these guys are bulky. I'm sure I've been through here before. So I haven't been saying much of doing this, I've just been really trying to concentrate where to remember to go next. And I don't want to resort to looking at a guide because I just don't have the patience to look for one right now. I don't have the willpower for that. So I just have to use my good old memory. Right, we've been in here. Keep saying that there's secrets under the tip of the nose, but not seeing it. I bet a lot of people watching are probably kicking right now like, it's right there, behind you! Go back! Oh, that's why I couldn't bomb that, because there was the... Oh, wait. Wait, if I can't bomb that, I can at least bomb the one that's south of that gap in the room there. One Zelda game I've yet to try out is the Four Swords. I could never get the time to collect all the peripherals to play those games though, but this game in particular with a Four Swords system could be a really epic idea. Just going through all these areas here. Oh, come on, please lead me to somewhere, please lead me to somewhere. This looks promising. Nope. Got a spare key, which doesn't really get there. Okay, went through there. Gave that guy the food there. We've already been through there, that is to nowhere, but we could bomb that, maybe? Yep, we can. Yes, we can. Well, Four Swords would be amazing though, but it definitely needs to get re-release since that game is just way too rare to get in modern times. Like I tried to find a copy of one on eBay and Amazon, but they were going for like 80 or £100 where I live at the moment. But I can totally see it getting a re-release. Definitely looks like it's gonna get a re-release.
A few moments later.
Okay, I'm back. There's a looking about, and I think I've managed to add 2 and 2 together. So, coincidentally, now I drop that bomb. We're actually going to bomb this wall here. so many intricacies to this dungeon. I know a lot of people probably say that whenever you start a new adventure game, especially like these ones, always best to play without a guide, so you try and get immersed into it, which, I mean, we're not wrong by doing that, but there's no shame in actually looking at a guide as well too, unless you're really stuck. Oop, extend still. And 3 Digdogers in 1 room. More of these guys. I want to give anything of a bomb. Yeah, that was the trick I was talking about. So if you stun them, you can kill them in 1 hit with a bomb. Get another bomb. You bomb this one. Now, if I remember correctly, they said there's a secret in the tip of the nose. Oh no, Wall Masters, please don't get me, please don't get me. Yeah, stay still. Doesn't seem to be that one. Maybe we'll go back in and try that again. Don't you dare. Don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare. Just let me push that block. Thank you, God. Right, up we go. Alright, here we go. I can hear the boss now. Just a few clicks from here. But I would say this one is quite unique. It's hard for, I like it was hard for a different reason, because honestly the past dungeons, they were hard because, not because they were cryptic layouts, but it was because the enemy was difficult. Oh wow, it's Aquamentus. Hey man, it's been a while. See my new sword? Oh, he's gone. Ah well, guess it's a sign of how strong we're getting. But Triforce piece number 7. Just 1 more to go, and we'll hopefully put an end to Ganon and save Zelda. So I got very lost there last time, but hopefully we'll make up for it in the next dungeon. Supposedly it won't get too difficult. But thank you all so much for watching, and you all have a very good day.
A few moments later.